Hello, everyone. Welcome to the episode of Banking Buzzer Big C, a podcast where we dive deep into the world of banking career and share insights with you all with the banking experts. I'm your host, Dev Ruchi Mishra, and I'm thrilled to have a very special guest with us today. Please welcome Aarti Karir, a highly respected branch manager with over 15 years of experience. Thank you so much for joining today, Aarti. We would love to have you tell us how did you start your career, a little bit about your background, and what motivated you to take the banking as a career. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank see to quality there is an honor to be a part of this discussion on this podcast. So coming to my background, I'm from Punjab, and my family settled in Odisha. And from there, I came here to have my studies completed. And completing my studies, I got into Citibank. That was my first job, and I was a management trainee. So I started from there. So I was a management trainee, and I went into customer facing role. And then I got an opportunity at HDFC Bank, wherein I have spent close to 11.9 years. My journey started with a welcome desk or a greeter kind of role, which is completely into a customer facing and into operations kind of role. And it was a you know, very passionate kind of job for me because I was very young and I didn't know anything about banking because I had done my software engineering course. So banking was completely new to me. So, but one thing was there that I used to love talking to people, telling my views, taking their views. So, that motivated me to come to this role, and bank also gave me an opportunity to come here. So then slowly I was moved to a sales role, which was one of my mentor who actually motivated me to go to a sales role because he has seen me, talking to customers in such a way that he felt that do better in a sales role. Right. And when I was doing the sales role, I was networking with my colleagues and my all my people around, and so that when he saw that quality on me, he motivated me to go to a team leader kind of role. So I was moved to a PB authorizer role, which is a kind of team management wherein we manage a sales team. Wow. Yeah. So with that, you have a certain task of operations actually. So it is basically a backup branch manager kind of role. So we also have a BOM role in that. So I was handling that role as well, for a certain period of time. And then after 11.9 and 11 years probably, I was then again motivated to become more dancing. Wow. So yeah. So that's how my journey was done in HDFC. So mostly I completed my 12 years in HDFC. And then I got the opportunity in JP Morgan, which was again an operation kind of role, but that was also a team handling function, but that was not very because that was not a customer facing role. So I didn't find interesting to continue there. So that was a very short term time I have spent there. It was again 1.5 years basically, and then I moved again to the banking field. So now I'm heading a branch, and I do have 20 years of experience completely in banking. This is truly commendable, I think, because I think you are one of those biggest and live examples in front of our youngsters and aspiring bankers today, who, although had a engineering background in terms of qualification, who started from a pure operations oriented role like a welcome desk. Yes. And how you moved gradually from a welcome desk to personal banker and then personal banker authorizer and then the branch manager, yes, which is now totally a business oriented role, is truly commendable. Yeah, I would also like to add one more thing in that, like basically we face a lot of challenges saying that basically I see women candidates basically they not come and take this challenge. They think that operations are the best role for them. So I would like to tell them that see what is there in you. It's a challenging role. Yes, it's a very challenging role, but it's not bad. I find it's a very you'll enjoy it. Yeah, because you have a lot of options to learn many things. Because see, a person being alone and doing just a job beside a computer, a person going out and facing customers, language difference. It's a huge difference. And you learn a lot of things. Exactly. You learn about markets, you learn about how people, what their requirements are. And you would like to face the challenges in a very good way, basically. So I would suggest the youngsters or whoever the listeners to actually take this challenge as I'm very sure that you will, when you miss. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, very interesting fact for our listeners. Aarti and I were in the same branch of HDFC Bank in Bangalore back in 2013 to 2015 era. And we both actually she started as a welcome desk. I was there as a preferred relationship manager. And being a woman, we have handled sales roles. So that message which you are giving to our youngsters today, and especially to the female segment, that you are right that there is always a perception about this role, not yes. only in a female's mind. In fact, nowadays we are seeing a lot of male candidates also, irrespective of the gender, they have this perception about the sales role where they fear it. Yeah, right? Yes. Fear of unknown, you can say, right? However, we have done it. Aarti has done it. She is sitting here and she's still on it. Yes. And I have also spent a considerable time in the sales role. So it's all about how you take it. Exactly. And I believe if we have the right mentorship, yeah, that is very important. Exactly. That is very important because mentors are actually meant to grow you from where you are. See, today, if my mentor wouldn't have told me that you have to move from like a customer sales role, I would have just spent my time there, right? So, the qualities, what the mentor sees in you, and they motivate you to grow. There are many instances where we feel demotivated in banking or any organizations for that matter. There are lows, ups and lows. Yeah, life is like that. So, but then when somebody comes and tells you that, no, it's you who can do it. So, that helps. That helps. Absolutely. That absolutely. I think as far as the skills are concerned, I think our listeners would really benefit by knowing this part. That what, as per you, what are the most important skills which an aspiring banker should have today? Okay. So, see, in banking industry, when we see, first thing I would like to tell them is they should have a good communication skill. That is very important for a banker. Because when you communicate to a customer or when you go around to a field, you are all alone. So you have to communicate and understand the requirement accordingly to give a solution to a customer. So communication and analyzing skills is what I feel is one of the important factor. Plus, you have to be self-motivated. So, see, like when we go to a banking field or a banks when we go rushing, so we see that the environment there is it's totally work oriented. I mean, nobody is having a free time wherein you get a chance wherein the supervisor will come and motivate that person on a daily basis. On a daily basis, yeah. So sometimes see, there will be sometimes the sales might go very good. Sometimes the sales might not go good. So there will be ups and downs in your own. So you have to be self-motivated. So when you are self-motivated, you create an environment around you which is a motivating environment. And coming to a branch manager role or a team leader role, basically, I would like to say that you handle a team. So your team career is in your hand. Correct. So if you are you are not self motivated, you are waiting for somebody to come and patch your back, then your team will be again demotivated. You will not be able to run the show. Absolutely. So especially a supervisory role, that is very important. It's very important. And even for the youngsters, I believe, as you rightly said, because the work environment in a branch is so voluminous, right? Yes. That nobody will have a time to give a pat at your back on a daily basis. Correct. So I believe that's a very important message for an aspiring banker today.
that communication is definitely one of the
Yes.
very important skills that you should be improving upon. And the next one is a self motivation.
Self motivation.
Then how about have you okay now let me come in this way, Aarti, that since you are now handling a branch manager role, what do you think today's youngsters or the young entry level roles who join a branch, what are they lacking? Which skills are they lacking?
Yeah,
What challenges are you facing?
see what I feel is there is a patience which they don't have. Like we have, we call what generation we call Gen Z. So they are very, they are very impatient. They don't have that patience level at all. So what I would tell them is have patience. There will be opportunities. See, banks now, if you see, there are so many rewarding things which banks are giving. You qualify for some contest, you go for a contest, right? At our ages, we are still waiting for
Exactly.
a person to fund us to go for a trip.
Absolutely.
But here, the bank is giving you that opportunity. So you have to look forward into that.
So,
And
yeah, so it's a very rewarding
Yes.
career as well.
yes,
Right? It's just that I think, like as you rightly said, the lack of patience, I think, and they are taking a rash decision
yes,
at
yes.
a very short span of time
Yes.
and gauging and not able to see the long term
Long term
career.
failure. Yes.
Long term benefit.
Yes. yes.
So exactly, if I have to see what are the challenges that you are facing if you are handling a branch of, let's say, X number of resources.
Fine.
In terms of resource wise, what are the challenges that you face?
So, see, I would like to tell you on that part also. See, we have a hand, and all our fingers are not same. So you have to understand what that person, is basically. So that is a challenge. See, we don't know. See, in a family also, we know each other. We spend time, and this is our next family basically because we spend almost close to 10 hours or 9 hours. There. So we have to consider them as a part of our family,
True.
right? So then only we will be able to gel with them. We have to understand their problems also. It's not that our target hai, though we will have to be that with them. We have to give them space. We have to give them that guidance. We have to give them. We have to have patience. Even as a branch manager, I have to have the patience. Because I cannot be like, नहीं आज तो मैंने तेरे को दिया है, you have to go and do it. That's not like that.
You have to be reasonable.
Reasonable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So a new joiner cannot do 10 savings account in a day than a senior staff who is doing it. Because see, his way of thinking is totally different. The other person's way of thinking is totally different. So what I feel is like, we have to understand our generation because this is not the old generation from where we are coming from.
Exactly.
So that is very important. See, we see our kids. Today, if you have a mobile, given to him or her, and you say, "Ki nahi, you give me back," he will
They will
just
retaliate.
they will retaliate.
Exactly. Yeah.
But यही है हमारे time. If we
बिल्कुल.
go to our ages, our mother or father, you would just slap our hands and say,
Exactly. Exactly. First of all, we didn't have that courage to do any such thing, right? And now you're right. This is a very important point that in today's times, the approach.
Yes.
I think that's what you are trying to
Yes,
put it forward. That the approach of handling a team. So that's coming from an angle of a supervisory
Yes.
input. That if you are, you are into a supervisory role. If anybody who is in a branch manager role, that's a very important input which has come from Aarti, that there is an approach to handle your team and every resource is different.
Yeah, and
Just
just
like
like
every-
resource matters actually. Because see, the hand is not complete with your 5 fingers.
Correct.
If one finger is missing, your hand is not
Absolutely. So there is a importance of every member in the team,
Yes.
and every member may have its own strength and weakness. So you
Yes.
should optimize that resource as per his strength
Exactly.
and as per his weakness, then you should mold him to improve upon.
Exactly. The entire guidance can be given by you because you also, like I said, I was from an engineering background. I didn't have any knowledge about that. But I was in the role and I learned from there. So thanks to my mentors, thanks to my supervisors, thanks to my bosses, leaders, everybody, they helped me to stand here and this position.
Right.
So now when I'm there in this position, I would also help my colleagues because their careers are in my hand. So, I would not like to let them go just like that because they are not able to, cope up. Yeah, there are some bad apples. Yes,
Yes.
you have. But
It's a part and parcel.
it's a part and parcel. Yeah, that's not having. Absolutely. Yes.
So, Abhi, another thing that I think I would also like to have it from you that I'm sure you must also be involved in recruitment drives for your branch,
Yes.
right? To take care of your resource deficit, right, in the
Yes,
branches,
yes.
right? So when you go for any such recruitment drives, right, and let's say when you want to hire a resource for your branch for the entry level roles, right, what are the traits or the characteristics that you are looking for to shortlist or select a resource for your branch for the roles like a cashier or a teller or a customer service executive or for that matter a relationship manager? What traits are you looking for?
Let's see.
Interview somebody.
Alright. So first thing I would like to say here is I would like to see whether the resource is passionate or not about the work. That is the very important point I would like to say. It is not like ki, today I don't have a job, I just want to come into this role. No, it's not like that. You have to be passionate about what you're doing.
And how do you gauge that passion?
Yeah, so what I would like to tell them is, okay, you don't know about it. You don't know about the banking perspective. What is the first thing you're going to do with the branch? How are you going to? So then some of the the candidates they will come and tell, madam, we will go and talk to customers like this, and we are going to talk about our bank. So that's very important when they say all these lines. So at least they have that passion in them.
And they have that idea as to what the role will be.
Exactly. So cashier now, you said that cashier. So cashier has to be a responsible person because he is managing the cash of a customer. So it cannot be like I give the key to someone or I give the vault access to someone and someone comes inside and I'm not responsible for it. I'll be on phone, I'll be going out. So all that things I'll gauge on a person. I'll just cite some of the examples to them and then I will, see what they are responses, their responses are to me. So yeah, I do have that. And if it comes to a customer service, how politely they react to a situation. Because customers will not know whether he is a fresher or he is an experienced person. For you, you are the face of the bank, right? You are representing some of the a brand, a bank, right? So there, if you say you panic or you take that situation in a way like
In a personal way.
in a personal way. So it impacts. It impacts the customer and you lose the customer. So for any service industry, we see that customer is a king to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So because of them, we are there. Because of they are coming to us, so we are there. So we have to think in that way. So for any fresher, I would like to say that you have to be passionate. You have to be disciplined on what you're doing. You have to be responsible on what you're doing. So it's your responsibility. Own it. That is very important. Onus is very important.
So yeah. So these are some characteristics which I think that a person needs to build on him.
Exactly.
It is something which I don't think that there is any kind of a science course.
Science, yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
science that I
It's not,
teach you
yes.
the formula
Yes.
and you become disciplined in overnight. Right? This is like a habit, right?
Yes.
So you have to have that culture where you to imbibe these virtues in yourself over a period of time, slowly and gradually, probably right from your school days.
Yes.
Right? So right from your school days, college days, post-graduation college,
Yes.
and then it comes to the work also.
Yes.
So it's like your imbibed virtues that you need to exhibit, whether it's passion for the work, discipline, right? To summarize what Aarti just said, passion for work, discipline, responsibility, and taking the ownership of your role or the ownership of the job.
Yes.
Great. Anything else? How about the domain knowledge, Aarti? Do you think that
Yes.
also plays
That plays a very vital role here because see we have to keep ourselves updated in everything. So we have so many things. We have social medias now. We have YouTube now. So domain knowledge is very important at any role, is what I feel. Because without a domain knowledge, you cannot just go and sit. Domain knowledge is technology knowledge,
Process.
process oriented, risk analysis. Everything is very important in a banking job when we are coming. Because see, even when you are handling a cash of a customer, so it cannot be like a fake note comes and you are not aware of what it is. Then it will be very difficult. No doubt your supervisor will be there, but they will not be available all the time, sir. Right? So you have to have that domain knowledge. See, everybody will not learn from beginning.
Correct.
It comes from the experience, basically. But the fast you
Grasp it.
adopt it, you grasp it, that's very important. Yeah.
So, according to you, does training play an important role in if so, let's say if I have to like, how do you see? Let's say when you are interviewing a candidate, right? And if there is a candidate who comes to you, who has this domain knowledge and the basic skills to be a retail banker, versus a candidate who is not being trained on the basic retail banking skills.
Yes.
Have you observed little kind of
Yeah,
a
yes,
difference in
yes.
such?
Actually, there's a lot of difference, Ruchi. See, a person who is trained will have more confidence while they talk, because they will say, "Ma'am, I have handled customer service, or I have handled this cash thing, or I have handled this process for this much of long time, and this is what we do here. This is what we do here." So, compared to a candidate who is totally new, you will also not be very comfortable to put him or her into a cash directly, because he doesn't know anything about the thing. Why I'm specifying more into cash, because these days people come for such kind of roles as they prefer such kind of roles.
The youngsters,
Yeah.
entry levels,
Yeah,
freshers.
yeah, pressure. Even coming to a customer service, if we don't know how long the address change takes, what are the documents required for an address change, then how do we put that job, or how do we take a ownership of it?
Correct.
So it is very important when a trained person comes. It is very important that you take a trained person rather than. It makes a huge difference.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, since we have your own live example when it comes to the growth of a career, I would also like you to share with our audience, Aarti, that let's say a person who is starting his or her career from a level of a cashier or a welcome desk or a customer service executive, how fast is the growth path and what are the next levels, and in what span of time can he grow up to a branch manager level? What do you think?
Right. So see, it all depends on an individual. You see, I would like to say that, because at my level, when I entered into a welcome desk, I was totally new. I didn't know anything about banking. So I took an effort to learn things. I see there were many situations wherein I used to panic, saying that what next? See, अभी मेरे को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है. I am not able to understand what next I have to do. Right? So I started it taking positively, and I was reading newspapers. I was spending few of my time in YouTube, seeing to the videos where and this thing. And banks come up with very good trainings. They first train people, and they train in operations, they train in sales, everything. So when it came to me, there were a lot of trainings available online. So that also I used to take in my leisure time. So that is all depend on the individual, how it goes, and bank will be with you. Right. So within 2 years of time, or I think 1.5 years of time, I moved into sales. Super. Yeah. So I moved into sales, and all thanks to my mentor, I would again reiterate, all thanks to my mentor, because he also showed me this quality. You asked this quality.
But you also put in a lot of efforts.
Yes.
Like you said that Aarti used to watch a lot of online coaching classes, right?
Yeah.
You have to put in efforts to learn new things, right? Attend the training sessions regularly, religiously. So definitely your efforts also plays a big role.
Matters. Yeah, it matters, because see, as an individual, you have to see your growth. Nobody will see your growth, right? People are there to guide you, but they will not see whether where you are.
Correct.
It is you who
You
have
have
to
to
see.
tab it.
Yes. Exactly.
Milestone by milestone.
Exactly. See, you have to put your milestone. Like
Correct.
today I am here. Tomorrow, where I am.
You
Where I
ask.
have to. You have to ask yourself.
Exactly.
So that's what I feel. It can be my career. Yeah.
So in 2 years' time, 1.5 to 2 years, you switched on to the sales and you got elevated to a personal banker role.
Yes.
And from then, how long it took you further for a period of rising?
It was another 2 years.
Another two. So there is a span of just 2 years.
Yes.
My dear friends, and we have a live example again with us. And every span of 2 years, how Aarti was going up to the next level is a great success story, I must say. And then from PD authorizer to the branch manager,
Another three
years.
3 years. Yeah, 3 years. And like when you become a branch manager, even from a branch manager, I've seen my own colleagues going to a cluster head level or a regional head level within a span of hardly 5 years or 3 years, like that. So it is very good.
Very rewarding.
Very rewarding.
Very rewarding, Sarika.
And I would also say, Ruchi, is banking job will never end. Bank is where you see the job security.
Correct.
Right? You see a lot of layoffs happening in IT, about that. All freshers, you see 200 freshers are laid off, 500 people are laid off. But you have never seen the news in banking industry where it comes saying that,
People have been
exactly, take
Yeah.
out.
In fact, we have seen the COVID era
Exactly.
where big giants have got shut down. Unfortunately,
Yes.
it shook the entire globe. But I don't think we have ever heard a private sector bank shutting down and asking the people to leave or cutting down on their salaries.
Yes.
In fact, there was more volume of work in the medical
Volume.
and the banking industry.
Exactly. And
Because-
you see, the hiring is also more
Yeah.
in banking industries, basically. You have never seen hiring stops in banking industry. So it's a very good platform, I must say. You should explore it. If you have the qualities, I would obviously tell all my listeners, all my youngsters, please come to banking.
At least give it a chance.
Yeah, at least give it a
Right?
chance. Yeah.
Have it, experienced it yourself, right? At least work and then see.
Then you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So on that note, Aarti, one more thing, to add on to it. One challenge is, I think I'm sure you also must be experiencing it. People have a very negative notion about business-oriented roles, sales-oriented roles, right? So I would want to touch upon this point once again, right? That how do you think that can be addressed, and what exactly is it that makes them think that it's a negative role? Sales, no.
Okay.
That's their first reaction,
Right.
right? Nowadays, youngsters and freshers, they say, is it a sales role? Then we would not like to go for it, right? But we are sitting there here, we are the banking experts, and there are so many more. What about the success behind us? We have handled the similar roles, right? So, how do you think that challenge can be addressed? What is your message for them? Why are they considering sales role as a negative? They are looking it with a negative lens, basically.
So I will tell you about the positive of sales.
Yeah.
The first thing is rewarding point. So you can make lot of incentives
Correct.
when you are in sales. And Ruchi, you will agree to that because you were into RM role, and it's a very rewarding role. See, if you get, there was one of my friend, I would not take his name, but he had made his own house
Yeah.
with the incentive what he earned.
And that's with a span of some 6 months or
6
something.
months, yeah.
In a city like a Bangalore.
Yeah. So I must say that you should consider the positive side of sales, basically. Now, how long will you sit in one place?
True.
Right? You have to know the world. So when you travel and you don't know what to talk to a lady who is sitting as a flight attendant,
Correct.
how embarrassing you will feel compared to a next door, next person, next neighbor who is talking very nicely to that lady. So you only will feel embarrassing. So sales give you an opportunity to talk to people.
Networking. Different kinds of.
Different kind of networking. So it's a huge growth in sales. See, now you are in operations. I'm not saying operations is bad, but yeah, now you're in operation. It takes 5 years for you to go to a sales role. But when you are in sales, RM or in this thing, the growth happens very fast. And see, now I'll tell you how you have to see what I have learned from the youngsters when I interview them. They say, "Man, sales में बहुत pressure है." There's a lot of pressure in sales. So I would like to tell them that see, pressure is what we create, right? Because we have not done our daily job. See, when we divide our targets, obviously we have to make revenue for the bank. So we will have certain targets, and I will not deny for it. We will have to have achieve that targets, right? But that is not unrealistic targets. There are certain realistic targets. You have to go to a family and source their accounts. Example, I'm just citing an example. You have to go source their accounts. They have 2 shipments. You have a target of 2 accounts today. You will get 4 because you get your children account, you get your spouse account, you get your husband's account.
So instead of sourcing one, you have the opportunity of bringing in four
accounts because you spoke to them. Because you, that's what I in the beginning I told communication is very important. तो आप बात कर रही हो
but पूछोगे ही नहीं तो नहीं होगा.
It will not happen and it is all inbuilt. See, nobody will train you on that.
Correct.
Yeah, right?
So I think it's common sense.
It's common sense. See, yeah, why not? You are having an account, why don't you open a Quicks account? You will have the entire family banking in one umbrella, right? So I think these all things. So आप अपने daily targets को you know ensure that you are achieving monthly targets, you are achieving quarterly targets. Pressure will not be there.
So basically, targets to be divided into small
Yes.
chunks. And then it seems to be achievable then.
Exactly.
Instead of seeing it like a month and kind of a bigger
Exactly.
stone to
Yes.
break,
Yes.
you are dividing it into small chunks to
Yeah.
achieve.
Yes.
I think we come to the next very important input that we wanted to know from you. How important do you think is networking in this industry?
Oh, that's a very good question, I must say, Ruchi. Networking is very, very important. It plays a very vital role here in banking because, you know, see, with networking, you will capitalize your lot of things. Like, you have internal customers. When I say internal customers, your colleagues, your employees inside, your team members. So these are all your internal customers. And you have external customers. So networking should be done with both, basically. So today you are in XYZ bank and you have met and you have made a set of portfolio for you, right? Basically, the sales part I'm talking about. You have a set of portfolio. You have met different customers. Even if you are in a customer service facing role, you have met so many customers while you were servicing them. So, you have now the youngster faces challenge like, from where do I get a business? So, if you have a networking, you will ask for references, right? So, that plays a very vital role. So, that is very important. Now, you are with a customer, and say, suppose Ruchi is into operations, and I'm facing a customer. I will just dial Ruchi's number and ask, customer wants to change an address, what's the documents required? Now, if I don't have a networking with Ruchi, whom will I go and ask? And what do I tell the customer? And what is the impression I'm giving to the customer there? Because I'm the face of the bank today, right? And the customer will think, and he will not entertain you next time, right? Because his query was not resolved in the first time, right? So that is very important. And in networking, you meet different kind of people and their needs are different. You meet a MD of the bank, the MD of a company today. Tomorrow you meet a principal of a college or a college, right? And you are a youngster, you are a fresher. How do you go and get or source a business? Please go to your school, ask your teachers. There are a lot of opportunities. That only depends
On your
how
networking.
on networking you have built during the time you were there, right? So networking is very important to cheat and banking.
And I think that is a great tool for you to source business,
Yes.
right? And yes, after all, and being in a customer-facing role, where business and revenue contribution is going to be the most important role that these people play. So I think networking in itself can help and solve a lot of problem to a
Not
great
a
extent,
problem. Yeah.
right? In bringing in the revenue and capitalizing, as you said, the right opportunity.
Yes.
Super. So on a ending note, on an ending note now, Aarti, I would also like you to share with us what if there was one piece of advice which you wish somebody would have given you at the start of your career. What would it be?
Okay, so see, I would like to tell one thing here is I'm a very growth oriented person, and I don't like to spend 5 years in one role, basically.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I get bored very fast of things.
It
So-
seems to be very monotonous.
So I
Like changes.
I like changes. Yeah, I like changes. So I would like to, give an advice to the listeners who are there with us today that, we have to grow from where we are. We have to keep doing our changes. We have to keep modifying ourselves. It's always good to take feedbacks and correct ourselves, right? And keep moving. As I said earlier, ups and downs will be there always,
And that's in every industry.
every
In
industry,
every job.
every job,
Exactly.
right? Be self motivated. Don't wait for somebody to come and tell you, "Arey, today you have to do this." You have to come forward. You have to do the best. I mean, the 500% what you can do for your role. And I'm very sure you'll be rewarded. You will be spotted, right? And you see a lot of examples, not only me, there are a lot of friends you might also have, who have growth in banking industry. So growth is very fast in banking industries. To all my listeners, take a chance and explore it. Explore it. So it will definitely help you.
Super. So that was from our special guest Aarti Kari today. And on the ending note, the advice which she gives out to all our listeners today is that banking is one of the most rewarding careers in front of you. And as she rightly said, the growth opportunities are huge. The scope for the next role for all of you is great. So give it a chance, experience it, work for it, and then you yourself will come to know what exactly it is all about. So thank you very much. And this was your host, Ruchi Mishra, today. Until next time, goodbye.